Hey guys, welcome back. This is about loss of a loved one. People have such a problem with, do we go with cremation or do we go with putting the body in the ground? Well, that's up to the person that is deceased before it happens. I don't really think it matters much at all to God. Because what does it say in the Bible? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Now, they say that those who are put in the ground by body, your body decays, but that body will rise up to meet the soul and the spirit. What happens if you get cremated? That's the question I keep asking myself. I guess God creates a body. I don't know. I would imagine that would probably be the best prospect. Life is short, folks. Life can change on a dime. The person that you love can be snatched out of your life within seconds. We don't know when our time is up or anybody else's time is up. That's why we are to appreciate them. We are to love them. We are to tell them how we feel about them, what they've done for us, what they've done for our life, and how they've been such a blessing. You never, ever, ever take anybody for granted in any way, shape, or form, because you're quickly going to lose them if you do. And you don't want that. Now, there are people on this planet who have lost relationships because of being so careless in that form, or not appreciating a person. Because if you don't appreciate somebody, God will remove them from your life forever. Not in death, always. Just remove them as far as the relationship being over. And then you live the rest of your life with regret. I should have treated them better. I shouldn't have took them for granted. I shouldn't have done the things I've done to them. I should have treated them the way they deserved. I should have married that person, or whatever it may have been. But that's kind of like closing the gate after the horse gets out. After the horse gets out, it's kind of late. What's the point? I mean, we are not supposed to take anything for granted. Anything. But people do it every day. And then they pay for it later. And that's called hindsight. And you don't want to do that. I would rather tell everyone in my life that I love how I feel about them. What they've done to me, what they've done for me, what they've done against me, what they've done in my life, if they've been a blessing, whatever it may be. You shouldn't take anything for granted, even pets, because they are souls too, and they have a contract with you. I am grateful for the time that I had mine. I had a Chihuahua. She had to be put down last year in February. She was like my child. We were extremely close. We had an extremely close soul connection. And I thank God every day for bringing her into my life. Because she was the only person in my life who ever gave me unconditional love without having to ask for it. The week that she passed, I knew she was okay because she came back and proved it to me. I felt her rub against my legs. I heard her toenails go across the kitchen floor. And I know that was her way of saying, Mommy, I'm all right. I'm good. And that kind of helped with my grief. Because I grieved over her. I still miss her so badly. But she's in a better place. She's up there running around in the fields of heaven, having a great time with other pets. And my family's taking care of her. I know that. I have no doubt. And she will be waiting there when I go. And I look forward to that day. You know, even pets are supposed to teach you lessons. And they do. They teach you about unconditional love, and along with many other things. And it's hard when you lose a pet that's that close to you, soul-wise. But I know she's being well taken care of up there by the people that I love and know up there. And I'm glad that she's healthy and happy, because she wasn't healthy down here. Not all the time. She couldn't stand to be apart from me, and I couldn't stand to be apart from her. That's how tight we were. And I never had a connection like that with a pet. I had one connection like that with someone on this TFJ. But that person turned out to be the person that I didn't... How can I say this? That person turned out to be not the person I thought they were. And that's putting it mildly. Like I said, death is not an easy thing to experience or go through. And you can have loss in many ways. Just like the ones I've did in part 1. But when you have a deep soul connection with someone, whether it be a pet or whatever, it is a lesson for you. There's a lesson for you to learn from it. And I learned the true meaning of unconditional love. I felt it. I experienced it. My Chihuahua was an abused animal before I got her. So she was a rescue dog. I rescued her and she rescued me. She pulled me out of a dark place and helped me get my feet back on the ground. And she always had my back. Because no one in my life ever has. But she did. She was the only one that was there for me my whole life. Well, she wasn't around my whole life, but the 14 years I had her. A lot of people don't know what unconditional love feels like. I do. And there's nothing like it. It is an extremely deep connection to soul. But if the person on the other end doesn't feel the same, it's a waste. Loss is something we all have to experience our whole lives, and we will go through many losses before we croak. You have to find the best way for you to grieve, to come to terms with it, to go back to your life, to make these people that you lost proud, do things in their memory to remember them so that they know you don't forget them. When the time is right and you ask them to come into your dreams, they will be allowed to do that, but not unless you're ready. A lot of people think they're ready and they're not. No one gets off this planet alive. We all have to experience death. We all have to go through death. And death is just a form of making way for new to come in. New babies being born. Because if people didn't die, then the planet would be overpopulated. If you're going through a loss of a loved one, no matter who it may be, I'm deeply sorry for your loss. I know exactly what it feels like. I hope that you work through your grief and come out okay on the other end. And acknowledge that they are happy, they are healthy, they are with people that love them, Jesus, family, friends. They're doing God's work. And they're guiding and protecting you and waiting for your day to come so that they can meet you. Because they miss and love you. And we miss and love them. When you're alone, don't be afraid to talk out loud to them because they can hear you. You may not have the gift to hear them back, but they can hear you. If you are going through loss of any kind, I am deeply sorry for your loss. Just know it's not the end. You will be together again someday. Only God knows when that will be. I don't know what else to say. Honor their memory. Make them proud. Live the kind of life that would make them proud. Don't be so hard on yourself when you're going through grief, and don't forget the children, they grieve too. Sit down and talk to them, explain things to them, grieve with them. Explain to them why they're up there, what they're doing up there, all that stuff. Families need to stick together in grief. Okay, guys, you know what to do. I have to end this here because time has run out. So please hit like, subscribe, share. If the comments are open, hit comments and leave a comment. If these videos are hitting you in any way, if they help you in any way, I would appreciate it to know if the comments are open. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, thumbs up, send your friends to the channel. Check out other content on this channel. Come back after the new year, hopefully. And hopefully I will have new content and new cards. I'm deeply sorry for your loss. Please check out the grief videos. Maybe they will help you in some way. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Bye.